Most people think that making money with dropshipping is all about finding that one winning product. But the truth is, it's not just about the product. It's about how you read the data, structure your funnel, and handle fulfillment. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how I read the data inside my Meta Ads Manager, how I know when to scale, when to kill, and when to double down. I'll also show you the funnel that I personally use to increase my profit margins on every single sale. Plus, I'm going to show you how to add an extra 30% revenue on autopilot. Whether you're a beginner or already running ads, this is going to help you understand what separates the store that makes a few hundred to the store that scales to 5 or even 6 figures a month. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. So as you guys can see, from February to November 3rd, this store alone has done over $180,000, over 2,000 orders, almost 25 orders. I'll go ahead and refresh the screen for you guys so that you know this is legit. This is just one of the stores that I'm currently running, and I'm going to be breaking down exactly how I scaled this store and how you guys could implement the same systems that I utilize to scale stores past 6 figures. So let's hop right into it. So there's 4 main systems or aspects that I look for to build a profitable dropshipping store and scale it to 6 figures. Number 1 is having good products and fulfillment. If you don't have good products and good shipping times, then your customers aren't going to want to buy from you, period. And your customers are the life and blood of your business. Number 2 is how to read the data on your ads manager to make data-driven decisions and not emotional ones. If you're making emotional decisions, you'll never go anywhere. You need data-backed decisions. That way everything's in a system and you have numbers to back up the reason why you're doing X, Y, and Z. Number 3 is having a really good funnel that increases your profit margins. You don't have a funnel that everybody else is running, but you're doing what the 1% does, so you get the results the 1% gets. And number 4 is how to add an extra 30% more revenue to your store automatically, like literally right off the bat. Like I showed you, this is just one of the stores that we're currently scaling. It's done almost 200K revenue this year alone, so I'm gonna show you exactly how we do this. So the first thing is products and fulfillment. Picking a product that solves a problem is key. You don't want to find a little gadget or something that's going to sell in the short term. You want to find an evergreen product that solves a problem. You get paid in proportion to the problems that you solve. So the bigger problems that you solve, the better that your product's gonna perform. So where do you source these products, or how do you find these products? I'll leave the best 10 products to start selling in Q4 in the description below, or you could go to Zendrop.com, and Zendrop has great products. They have really good quality products. They have fast shipping times. You could actually go on the trending section on Zendrop and find winning products there. Not only does Zendrop have high quality products, but their shipping time is really good and their cost of goods are really cheap. It's super easy to use. You could go ahead and find a product that solves a problem and simply just add it to your products and push it to your store. It's literally that simple to use. If you guys are not using Zendrop, I highly recommend that you use Zendrop, just for the fact that you're going to decrease refunds. Your customers are actually going to be happy, and that's the only way to scale a business. If your products are terrible and they take a really long time to ship, nobody's going to want to buy from you ever again, and your reviews are going to be really, really bad. So having a good product and having good shipping times is really, really important. Okay, now the next step here is actually reading the data on your ads manager. This is going to help you make data-driven decisions rather than emotional ones. A lot of new dropshippers see an ad that's not performing, but they don't really know why, so they turn it off. And they don't know how to make the adjustment because they don't really know what's the problem. The data is going to show you where the problem lies, and the first step to solving a problem is identifying the problem. So here are the data points that I look at and what they mean. The first data point that I look at is my CPC, my cost per click. If your cost per click is above $1.50, that means that your creatives aren't good. You need to go back and make better creatives. You need a better hook, better visuals, make sure that you're really resonating with the audience, resonating with the customer, and really making better creatives. So once again, if your CPC is above $1.50, you need to go back and test some new creatives. Now, the next data point that I look at is my CTR, or my click-through rate. At what rate are people clicking through onto your website? Ideally, I'd like to see my click-through rate anywhere above a 1.5%. If your CTR isn't above a 1.5%, that means that you have bad ads, so you need a better call to action. You got to make sure that you're appealing with the customer's needs. Having super dialed in copy and scripts are what's really going to make your ads perform. So once again, if your CPC is above $1.50 and your CTR is below 1.5%, you need to go back and test some more creatives. But say that you do have a CPC that's below $1.50 and a CTR that's above a 1.5%, then the next data point that I look at is my ATC, or my add to carts. I ideally like to see 1 add to cart for every $10 that I spend. If you're not seeing 1 add to cart for every $10 that you spend, then it's either a website or a product issue. You need to go back and make a better website. You need to make sure that you have branded product photos, all of the buttons are working right, you have a really good offer, and everything is looking really good. You have social proof, you have good reviews, you have good product benefits, everything like that. If you're not getting one add to cart for every $10 that you spend, you need to go back to your website, make it a little better. And if you still don't have good add to carts, maybe it's time to test a new product. And then the next data point that I look at is my CPA, or my cost per purchase. If your cost per purchase is below your break-even price, that means that you're profitable. But if it's above your break-even price, so say you're selling a product for $30, but your cost per purchase is $35. The way that you increase your selling price is actually increasing your AOV. And we're gonna get into that later on in the video on showing you exactly how you could raise your AOV, which is your average order value. But for this data point, if your CPA is above your break-even price, you need to raise your average order value. And I'll show you exactly how to do that later on in this video. And the next data point that I look at is my ROAS, my return on ad spend. How much money am I actually pulling in from these ads? The way that this works is it's a number system. So say you have a 2 ROAS, that means for every dollar that you're spending, you're getting $2 back. Now you need to calculate your break-even ROAS because this is going to really show you how profitable your store is or what you need to work on. Based on these data points, I understand where the problem lies and how to fix the problem so you actually make a profitable dropshipping store. Now here's my scaling funnel that I utilize for all of my dropshipping stores. This is how I scale stores to 6 figures and beyond. This is what really changed the game for me when I started dropshipping. So after you identify a winning product via Zendrop and after you know how to actually read the data, this right here is what's actually going to move the needle and make you into a profitable store. So right here with this X is what 99% of dropshippers do. They run their ads and they land to a product page. After they land on the product page, they go to the checkout page and then boom, that's a sale. That's exactly what 99% of dropshippers do. And that's why most people say dropshipping's dead, etc., etc. But this funnel right here that I'm about to show you is exactly how to get a profitable store and juice as much profit as you possibly can out of each customer. So instead of just running an ad and sending them to a product page, this is what you're gonna do instead. You're gonna run the ads and you're gonna send them to an advertorial or a warm-up page. Basically, this page is gonna go ahead and sell the problem that they're facing. You're not selling the product quite yet, but you're selling the problem that they're facing. Then after they reach your advertorial, then they'll go to your sales page where you're actually selling the product. That's where you have the product, the offer, the price, everything like that. So now that they're sold on the problem that they have, now you sell them on the solution, which is your product. Now, after they go ahead and click through onto your sales page, then they're going to go to the checkout page and then they're going to purchase, but it doesn't stop there. Instead of them just purchasing it once and that being it, we're going to hit them with one upsell. Now, the keys to high converting upsells is right down here. Number one, when you have upsells, you need to make sure that the upsell solves a problem better, faster, or easier than the previous product. Or number two, that your first product creates another problem that your second product needs to fix. For example, Big Pharma does this all the time. Say you're struggling with like X, Y, and Z. You have a headache or whatever the case is. You go into the doctor's office and they prescribe you a prescription to help you with your headache or whatever you're struggling with. But that prescription that they gave you creates another problem. So then you need another product to solve that problem. And that's basically how upsells work. So you either have one upsell that solves the problem better, faster, or easier, or your first product creates a problem that another product needs to solve. So that's basically the keys to upsells. But after they go ahead and check out your first product, they're going to get hit with one upsell. Say they do take that upsell, then they're going to get hit with another upsell. So not only are you selling them one product, but you're also selling them 2 more after they purchase. Say, for example, they don't go ahead and take your first upsell, you could hit them with the downsell. So it could be the same product at 50% off. And then they'll get hit with the second upsell. Say they don't take that upsell, you hit them with another downsell with the same product, 50% off. And then you hit them with a thank you page. And one app that I utilize to install upsells and downsells is One Click Upsell. It's on the Shopify App Store. Just go ahead and download it on the Shopify App Store. And then you could add 2 upsells and 2 downsells into your funnel. Instead of somebody landing on your landing page and only checking out one product, they have the opportunity to check out 2 more products with the upsells and downsells. And this is exactly how I raise my average order value to get the most out of my customers and actually build a profitable store. And another thing that you could do to help increase your average order value is obviously bundling different items. So you could have like a buy one, get one free, or you could have a buy 2, get 2 free, or whatever the case is. You could bundle different products within your landing page and then offer the upsells and downsells after they go ahead and already check out the first product. So this right here is the exact scaling funnel that I utilize to get as much money as I possibly can from each customer and help increase my average order value, therefore leading to more money, therefore leading to more profit and having more profit to dump into ads and scaling even further. Here's an example of a really good advertorial that you guys could go ahead and copy. So this company right here, PetLabCo, when you see their ad, you land on this landing page right here. You don't see the product right off the bat. You don't see the offer. You don't see the pricing. What you do see is dogs all across America slightly cope with poor gut health. See why over 2 million owners have turned to this new probiotic chew for help. So right away, they're not selling the product, but they're selling the problem. It goes into all the problems that dogs face. You have some social proof, things like that. So if you go ahead and click continue, you actually have to fill out this quiz, which is going to help you redirect them to the product. So we'll go ahead and fill out this quiz. And now we're on their landing page. So I saw their ad, then I landed on their advertorial, which sells their problem. And then now I'm on their product page that sells the solution or their product. This is a great example of what an advertorial looks like, what a winning funnel actually looks like for an e-commerce brand. And this is exactly what I try to replicate with all of my stores. And finally, the most overlooked and the most underrated thing that you could add to any store that's automatically going to increase your revenue by upwards of 30% is adding good emails and good SMSs. Adding good emails and adding good SMSs is going to help increase your revenue by upwards of 30%. Right off the bat. So one way to add really good emails is you could download JetFlow on the Shopify App Store. JetFlow is going to automatically add AI generated emails and email flows that are going to help retain your customers and get more customers. So you're going to have abandoned checkout flows. You're going to have abandoned cart flows. So every time a customer adds a product to your cart but doesn't check out, they're going to get hit with 6 or 7 emails and 6 or 7 text messages to actually buy the product. You could go ahead and use JetFlow, or you could go ahead and build out your own emails. And as you guys can see, I've been sending tons of emails to all of my customers for the store that's generated over 100K revenue. And honestly, emails added about an extra 35% of revenue to my store. As you guys can see, this SMS campaign generated 240 bucks. This campaign 155. This one 39.97, $500. Like, this goes on and on and on. $35, $386, $213, $306. And this is just from one email campaign or one SMS campaign. Now imagine you have 30 or 40 emails going to every single customer. You're going to get more customers. You're going to get those buyback purchases. And what you could go ahead and do as well is you could find new products to sell, like your upsell product, and you could market your upsell products to your email list. So having a really good email list, having really good emails is going to generate you an extra 30% revenue right off the bat. And this is exactly how I scale profitable stores past 6 figures. Number one is having a really good product that solves a problem. Go to Zendrop, go to their trending products tab, find products there, or I'll also leave the top 10 products to sell in the description below. And then after you find a product that solves a problem is making sure that you understand how to read the data. So you understand where the problem lies and you can go ahead and fix it. After that, making sure that you have the scaling funnel implemented into your store. Instead of your customer just landing on a sales page and checking out and that be it, you could have them check out their product and get hit with 2 or 3 more products after their purchase to help raise your average order value. Now, after that, making sure that you implement email and SMS marketing. This is going to help increase your revenue by upwards of 30%. And that's exactly how I scale all of my stores past 6 figures while staying profitable. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found value in this video. And if you guys found value in this video, leave it in the comments below. I'll be checking out every single one of the comments and be making videos on what you guys actually want me to make videos about. Dropping real value, dropping real sauce for you guys. Now, if you guys want me to make more videos about product pages, about landing pages, about how I actually create my ads, leave that in the comments below because I'll be making videos based on what you guys want to see. So once again, if you found value in this video, make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.